Alright, today we're covering how to turn your raving fans online into raving customers by using opt-in page strategies. So, what we're talking about in this series is how to build an audience for your speaking, coaching, guru, or expert business. My name is Jacob Gudger. I'm the co-founder of Embark Internet Marketing. Go ahead and check us out at embarkinternetmarketing.com. What we're going to talk about today is how to create opt-in pages so your crowd really goes wild. How do you take people who are just fans, people who just like looking at your content online, being that videos, blog posts, your social networks, and how do you start moving them towards being customers? That's what we talk about mostly on all our videos on YouTube. So what we're going to cover today is opt-in pages. So you've seen these. It's like the little email form, and usually the offer on the side is, hey, if you give me your email and your name, I'll give you access to this report or this training, this presentation where I'll teach you something awesome, something really cool, something in your subject, right? So in this quick video, here's what we're going to cover. In part one, we'll go over where do you put this thing? Where do you put the opt-in page in terms of your strategy? And we're going to share 4 unique strategies for opt-in systems, 4 different ways you can approach doing this. And in part 2, we'll cover 3 different ways you can actually capture opt-ins, whether you do it on a blog, on a page that's just totally dedicated to the opt-in and the lead magnet, or something else. And then we'll cover what's the best way to style your page for your business. All right, so before we get into that, you got to ask yourself 2 quick questions. And one is, what are my business goals online? Before you get into online marketing for your business, you really got to figure out what is it, where is it I want to take this 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. Am I going to be hosting a live course, with a few hundred people at it, or maybe just 50 people in 6 months? Do I want to have my own coaching group filled with people maybe a year from now, maybe 20 folks paying pretty high ticket item to get into a program like that? What are your business goals? Secondly, what works best for my audience? You're asking this to yourself. What works best for my audience? Not what looks the coolest to me. In the online marketing space, it's really easy to see very flashy graphics, opt-in pages, and squeeze pages that have a lot of pizzazz and pop to them. You need to ask yourself not what looks cool to me, but what works best for my audience. I know I've had to get around that myself quite a bit. And before you get into this, you have to do your market research. You have to know, where is my audience going online? What are they looking at? What do they want? What have they tried before? What works? What didn't? Those type of questions. And if you haven't done that research or figured out what is going to be your hot main, let's say 2 or 3 keywords, you need to do that. So if you haven't done that, we have a great tutorial on that available at embarkinternetmarketing.com. You can keep watching this if you'd like, but if you have not done the market research, I highly recommend you jump on that. It takes a bit of time, but it's that legwork in the background that makes the rest of it well worth it. Moving on. Where opt-ins fit in your business model. So in terms of strategy, how does this work? Or are you going to be generating traffic from 4 sources? Promotional partners, meaning other trainers, other experts in your space that you partner with, and they're going to say, hey, go check out Danny. He talks about how to lose weight. He's really good. I love him. He's helped me shed a few pounds I didn't need. Go here and check him out. And they'll drive traffic to your opt-in page. Same thing from ads. Not nearly as much traffic from that, but still pretty good. Social sites are huge. I see the 2 biggest source of traffic that are my favorites are social sites and promotional partners. Why? Because it's free. And then also search traffic, which if you do properly, you can get a lot of search traffic free as well. So from all those 4 sources, you're going to have that traffic driven to your opt-in page, what we're talking about today. Now on the opt-in page, you're basically pitching an exchange for your lead magnet. So if you haven't watched our video on how to build a lead magnet, how do you build a piece of content and training that's really going to capture people's fascination that they'll want to exchange their email for, go ahead and watch that. But what we're talking about today is the opt-in page. So how do you set it up the part before the lead magnet that gets people to actually want to exchange their information to look at your stuff. And then once you have the lead magnet, you get them in the sequence and you get their name and email address, you put them in the sales sequence, all right? And that's where at the end you sell products. Now, it could be something really cheap, something very expensive. It varies depending on your business model and your audience. And of course, when you do that, eventually you can go and get something silly like this. I hope you don't. I hope you do better things with your money. I just thought that picture was kind of funny. So here's the 4 unique strategies for opt-ins. So these are kind of a little more focused than what we just covered. Not as bird's eye view, but 4 different ways you can do it. One is the click to continue, an info squeeze page, a sandwich page, and what I call just the list building strategy. Now we'll cover each of these in greater depth. So here's click to continue. So the landing page, the opt-in page, has training on it, training content, and no email form. Just maybe a little quick piece, and then a call to action, a CTA at the bottom or the end of the video saying, hey, click to continue. If you want to learn more about this subject, go here. They then click on that page, that button, and it takes them to a sales page. Now, the next page is a sales page at a very low price. I'm talking in the $1 to $20 range. And so that next page would be a short sales video or sales letter for whatever low price product you have. So if you have something that maybe that you even sell for like $50, you could have an offer for, hey, you give me $1 right now, and you can check this thing out. This thing is $50, and at the end of the month, if you like it, I'll charge you for the rest. If you don't, just send it back to me, no problem, and I'll send you the $1 too, right? So there's no opt-in form on it. There's no actual exchange of email in this system. Now, the advantage to this, the pro, is there's no risk for the prospect. They're not giving anything up. They're just taking a little action by clicking next, and then they see this offer. The bad part is there's no way to follow up. So you can track your conversions with Google Analytics. So again, if you have something that's lower priced, a product that's lower priced that you'd be willing to exchange for maybe just a few dollars just to cover shipping and handling or fulfillment, this would be a way to consider. Here's the info squeeze page. So what this is they land on the page, they land on the opt-in page, and you offer information while they take action. What we mean by this is you have some type of calculator where they put in certain metrics, maybe their height, their weight, their income, something like that, where then you give them some sort of analysis at the end, or a quiz. So this would be great for if you're in the health space, the fitness space, or even relationships. I remember in high school, some of my guy friends and I, we'd steal our girlfriends' Cosmos just to read what kind of wacky stuff they were hearing from these ladies. And we would love taking the quizzes. I don't mind admitting that to you, but we would take the quizzes in the back of these things. It was a lot of fun. You're engaging your prospect on a really cool, playful level, and they're learning something. So the opt-in comes in for either an extended version, or maybe you have a quiz or a calculator, and if the person is like below average or above average, or really however they turn out, you can offer, hey, here's a guide or a report on how to improve this. Maybe you're talking about the benefits of good healthy fats like omegas and that kind of thing. And so the calculator or the quiz is about, how many nuts do you eat a day? How many avocados, that kind of thing. Are you getting your omegas? And if it's low, you say, hey, you give me your name and email, and I'll send this report to you that's going to teach you how to improve your diet in that space. So what I recommend here is that you do not have them opt in for the results. So don't have it where they go, don't have the page where they go to the page, they do the calculator, and they click calculate, and it says, oh, give us your name and email, and we'll send you the rest. Because it's dismissive. So if you were thinking about going that way, I recommend you don't, because the thought that will pop into your customer, your prospect's mind is, it's kind of, I don't want to say manipulative, but it is a little misleading. So have the opt-in for either the extended version of the quiz or a guide on how to improve the results from it. Does that make sense? Awesome. And if you don't know how to do this on your own and you need someone to help you with scripting, you can get script people to help you with that at scriptlance.com or hotscripts.com. All right, the sandwich page. This is a pretty cool option. I use this for we use this for our Facebook campaigns. So in our Facebook campaign, what will happen is they go to our Facebook page, they like the page, and it takes them straight to free training. All they've done is like the page. They haven't done anything else. They just get free training. And at this free training, we give them the best tip we have. So on this landing page, on your landing page for the opt-in, they haven't done anything. They haven't given you anything. They've just landed. And you have a video or a tutorial, maybe some text on the best little piece of information you have. I'm talking maybe a 5 to 10 minute video where you're explaining, if you're in some sort of business optimization space, this is great. Like, here's a way you can save $2,000 in legal fees every quarter, or something like that. Something that's going to give them a lot of value, help them save money, or give them a big leg up in whatever they're working on. Then at the bottom, you have a call to action for the opt-in. Say, hey, if you think this will help and you want to know more, just give us your name and email, and we'll send you this other thing, or we'll put you on our list, or however it works in your strategy. And then it moves them to a sales page. So when they opt in, it goes to a sales page for something a little more valuable, a little more higher price than what we did in the click to continue strategy. So what happens here is I explain this of giving your best tip before they give you anything. People kind of wonder why. Why would I possibly do this? And the most common answer is reciprocity. I think this is more than that. Is the giving not only creates reciprocity, but you as the expert, as the trainer, as the speaker, are proving that you know what you're talking about. It's a proof opportunity for you. So it is advancing the sales process because you're giving them massive proof that you've been there, you know how it's done, and you know it works, you know how to get the results. And that is huge. And it makes it go in their mind. It makes the prospect think, hey, if that was free, imagine what else I'll learn. Hey, if they just taught me how to save $2,000 in legal fees, imagine what I'm going to learn in their $100, $200 program. Wow, right? If that was free, imagine what else there is. You get the picture. So that's a really cool strategy. But again, figure out what fits best for your audience, your business, and what you're doing. The last one here is the list building. So this is a 3-page process. What will happen is the opt-in page is completely dedicated to explaining the benefits of the lead magnet, either in a video or a text or some combination of both. You are saying, hey, here's who I am, here's what I do, here's what I can teach you in this thing, this video, this ebook. Just give me your name and email, and you can watch it right away. They then do that. They go see the lead magnet, the video, the ebook, or a live training is great too. Like as a teleseminar or a webinar, that's another cool way to do this. And from there, that moves to a sales offer. So you're seeing here, most of these are eventually moving to a sales offer. But the advantage here is there's a lot of back and forth. This is the most common sequence you see. And I think it's because it's the safest. It's the most reliable. It's been proven to work more than the other ones. The sandwich page is really good too. This is probably the best one, but it's kind of unoriginal. So again, the advantage is it works well, it's reliable, and there's a lot of trust building going on here. You think about every relationship you have where there's a lot of trust there. Why is that? Well, there's probably a lot of reasons, but a big one is that when an agreement is made, it is fulfilled. So that's happening a lot here. The downside is there's a lot of steps involved on the prospect's behalf, especially if you have your opt-in form set up, where it then goes, the ebook or the lead magnet then goes to their email, and they have to click to confirm, and then it gets sent to them. And if you have too many steps involved in the process of getting to the sales offer, you're going to lose people along the way. So this is a great strategy. This works very well too.